Yo, I've been sick for a couple days, but I'm back to it, so let's do it.
Today, I'll be talking about one of humanity's biggest fears. A job! This is a horrifying path that almost everybody will have to eventually face in their life, whether we like it or not.
Bro, for the average nigga, this is an unskippable cutscene, bro. It's like you can't escape a job. Everybody need that money.
And most of the time, we don't. But everyone has to get their bread somehow. So we just gotta suck it up and pray that we win the lottery
yo.
or our parlay hits one day. Because let's be for real, nobody want a job. Like, unless you got real aspirations for a certain type of work, I think most of us, if given a magical opportunity to get paid however much you get paid now and not work that job again, we would. Because most of us see jobs as a way to get by in life and try to make ends meet. There's no room for you to pursue passions in this economy. You better second guess that art degree and major in business so you can be an executive marketing promoter for $1 billion company.
And that'd be really sad though. Like for the average person, you just basically just trying to get by with what you got. And then like for some people, I don't want to be understanding because some people be working like low wage jobs and stuff like that, and they don't have nothing on their record or anything like that, and they don't shoot for nothing higher. You see what I'm saying? You have people working at McDonald's and shit, and they could, you know what I'm saying, work at the post office.
Digress. I'm just saying, I doubt that is most people's passions to work at a 9 to 5 at a warehouse lifting boxes. I don't mean any disrespect, but am I wrong? Plus, it's fun being unemployed. As long as you got a roof over your head and don't need to worry about bills, most likely because you still live with your parents, then why would you want a job? That sounds like it's taking away your time from being grandmaster on Rivals and watching reels. Nah, that's too much.
Nah, you fraud.
But eventually, you want to get your own stuff. You know, young boy tickets ain't free. Or life really hits you in the face and now you actually have bills. So eventually, we all have to get a job.
Man, when y'all start seeing them real bills, I just start touching on a couple of them for real. But man, them bills kill you, man. You'll have a real good check. Those should be like $2 when you done paying all that shit.
However, you know what's harder than actually deciding to get a job? Finding one that hires you. I swear, you could send 100 applications to 100 different places and all of them would still ghost you. You think with how many job openings you see, the businesses are desperate to find people.
Bro, and I hate them jobs. Like, and it be jobs that be fast food jobs, right? They'd be like, oh, we can't hire you because you have no work experience. How am I supposed to get work experience then? What job is going to hire somebody with no experience? Whatever.
It feels like they're posting it as bait, just to mess with people or steal your info. Not only that, if this is your first job, you're gonna have a harder time because even the quote-unquote entry-level jobs are asking for a qualification of having prior experience. Like, isn't that what this job is for? How is someone supposed to get experience and not be homeless while almost every decent paying job requires that? And trying to apply for a job on LinkedIn or Indeed is like sending your application into a void. I swear none of those people be reading them. You could have the most stacked profile on LinkedIn. You got a bachelor's, master's, discovered the cure for cancer. Then you send in an application for your dream job to your dream company. Then they write back to you saying, we've read your application. Unfortunately, the CEO's daughter has took your position that you applied for, so get the f on. Back when I was still applying for jobs, I literally gave up on sending applications on those sites because I'd never get a response back. Like, damn, what's my application?
Bro, before I got the job that I'm working now, bro, I was on Indeed heavy. And bro, when I tell you it's so many applications that I sent out and so many denies they sent back, like I was getting more denies than exceptions, bro. And then the exceptions I was getting was the jobs I really didn't want it. I just threw it in there because it was like, all right, I got to. You know what I'm saying?
Bad? Even when your application does get noticed and you get set up for an interview, you still gotta go through some more bullshit ass questions. Why did you choose our business? Y'all hiring. Like, what's up? What is your main motivation to get your work done?
Money.
Money? What else am I here for? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Hopefully not here. That's just me.
I ain't gonna lie, I be thinking that's like a setup. I be like, they probably just want you to be honest. They want to see how creative you gonna be with your with your response. But in all honesty, they know and you know that y'all both are there for money.
honest with my answers. What do you want me to do?
Or that
Work
you
here
there
for
for
the
money.
rest of my life? This is a Wendy's. So you gotta lie with any question they ask. You have to make yourself look as good as possible. So you gotta fake it till you make it. Even if they asked you a stupid question like, would you still work this job even if there was no pay? You say absolutely. I always wanted to be a slave.
Yeah, no, I'd have said hell no. I walked out. They be too comfortable asking dumbass questions.
Congratulations, you have successfully become employed. The end of your life starts Tuesday. After starting a job, I feel after the first week, you can find out whether you like it or quit in the next month. And it won't be the job itself to motivate this decision.
Hey, no, that's funny because I used to work at Sonic, bro. And, I used to have hella jobs, like dozens of jobs. I kept getting I either kept quitting or getting fired. I had a bad track history, but we was never on those skates. I ain't never seen the skates thing, but shit.
Your boss and coworkers.
Jiggle my balls.
They can make or break this whole thing. If you happen to get a chill boss and coworkers you can vibe with, that's amazing. That's how my last real job was. I used to be a waiter for weddings and other events. That job low-key had me stressing because I wasn't good at the start. I was awkward taking orders, I would mess up orders, and one time I even dropped a whole tray of food I was carrying at the wedding. Best believe I didn't get tips that day. And what would get me kinda jealous is that some of my coworkers would walk out and carry 2 trays full of food on one shoulder. Like, damn, bro, are you Samoan? Those trays are mad heavy and so out of balance. But you know what kept me going? It was the fun time I had with my coworkers and boss. They were cool as hell. We had a carpool to get to the events. It was always a vibe and a good time. They made my experience. Imagine working a 16-hour shift and walking out of it happy. One day I clocked in for a double shift for a wedding and a Sweet 16 at 9:30 a.m. and clocking out at 1:30 a.m.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like working at a wedding. I feel like that's kind of solid. You know what I'm saying? You meeting people and stuff like that. I mean, obviously you still got to do your job and shit like that. Like the people they talk tips. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of cool. I'll do a wedding thing.
I was dead after that shift and had to take off my shoes more than once. But I got $60 worth of tips and went to Wawa after work, so I felt like Gucci. And I believe I only felt like this because the environment I was around was nice. Sometimes. I've had to serve some aggressive people at some points.
Yeah, it's my birthday today. What can I get out here for free? You a bitch.
If I had trash co-workers or a trash boss, I would have not stayed at that job for long. I have zero patience for bullshit. Literally. Like example, the first job I've ever had in my senior year of high school, I was a janitor at a warehouse. I had no coworkers, so I had nobody to talk to, and my boss was not a bad person, but a bad boss. I'd be working shifts that were 2 to 3 hours every few days, cleaning the break rooms, hallways, and bathrooms. So my pay wasn't even that good, but since I was still in school, I was just thinking, I'm making money.
Bro, the thing about jobs is, bro, it's like no matter where you go, it's always gonna be something. You either go have good coworkers and a bad boss, bad coworkers and a good boss. You might have good coworkers and a good boss, but you might hate your job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always gonna be something. So like you gotta pick which one you gonna roll with, you know?
And I got more time to study and goon. That sounds like a win-win. But when payday arrived, I would only be paid for half the hours I worked, sometimes less. I was already barely working as is, combined with a salary of $13 an hour, cleaning up pee-pee and poo-poo. Man, I'm not taking that. Plus, he only paid me through Cash App. You've ever had a job that only paid you through Cash App? Man, I had to go. I only worked there for a few weeks. He did pay me the rest of the money after, so he cool, but man, warehouse jobs are not it. My patience dwindled faster when I got accepted at BJ's, and I worked there for 1 day. I asked to go to the bathroom and left during orientation. I discovered they weren't what they advertised. How you gonna call yourselves BJ's without expecting people to have certain expectations? That's false advertising. That wasn't really the reason. I just didn't want to work in the freezer. That's when I
Oh
started
my
my
god, bro. I hate working in freezers, bro. It's so fucking cold in there, bro. But like, oh my god. And I hate the cold too. So like that's like a double no.
job, then YouTube, and now here I am. Unemployed since. I'm just saying I can understand the struggles of looking for and having a job. Man. Especially the ones you only take to make ends meet. And the unemployed life can be really fun when you have stuff to fall back on. If not, it will only be short-term satisfaction. Eventually, you have to get a career, deal with any of the shortcomings of it, and do that for the rest of your life. The American dream! So when looking for a job, make sure to get one that you like if you have the privilege to do so. That's all I really wanted to say. And in conclusion, enjoy unemployment while you still can. Different stroke.
All right, man, let's go cap it off, man. But real quick, I would say getting a job, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like it should be always be a temporary thing, bro. Y'all should be trying to shoot for something else while y'all have y'all job. Y'all gotta pick up some type of trade, y'all gotta do some type of something, YouTube or anything, bro. But like a job is a dead end thing to me. You see what I'm saying? It's just punching the clock, and you barely making payments, or you got a little over. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not the way you really want to live, bro. A job is just is good for the time being, but you really need to focus on your craft. Your craft is gonna get you that real money, and you're gonna love it. It's not gonna feel like a job. But yeah, to cap it off, that'd be it.